Yeah, so I see Dollar Store Trish and got her head ass, her sweeper head ass down there in them islands, and you still lying about Martell. Now, I wouldn't claim fucking Martell either. I think all of us wouldn't claim fucking Martell, except for Coleslaw. But you in this lady face, it's giving Evelyn Lozada and Tammy Roman. How you go be in my face and come on my trip? You done been around me multiple times and you ain't think to mention that, hey, Martell was flirting with me. I went over his house one time. I don't know, we're gonna talk about it. Welcome back, friends. I'm sorry I'm late on this review. I had a crazy rough weekend. I literally just got back in the house. Missed all of my little events. I'm sure some of y'all noticed I took down the Bell Collective review. We'll talk about that at the end and I'll tell y'all how I feel about some shit. But for now, child, I need a snickle and a giggle. So get you a little cocktail. I hope y'all on y'all Sunday fun day type of shit. Let's talk about what the fuck happened. Why is this girls trip so damn long? I didn't realize that next episode is about the girls trip too. I thought we was wrapping the girls trip up this episode, but I guess not, child. So it seems like these blood-sucking wenches literally came on Mel trip to try to get a rise out of her. And you know who was at the forefront of it? And I gave her props last time. Messy ass Tisha from Bessemer. Tisha brung all the mess. Tisha brung Destiny to have some mess with her. Stormy did bring her own mess. But Tisha, you also brung up the Trisha mess. But I don't know if I don't know now. I don't know if Tisha was trying to be straight up with Mel, so Mel wouldn't be sitting in a bitch face knowing that she had some dealings with Martell. So was Tisha trying to be a good friend, or was she being messy as Tisha, like Dr. Shanita had said last time? Because Tisha, you brung up Sheree in front of Mel too. So I don't know, y'all. Let's start at the beginning. Let's talk some shit. Girl. So we still at the damn dinner table. Stormy talking about how the girl came to her shop. We all know who the content creator is. The content creator said, hey, I'm not a millimeter. She just a fan of the show. I've watched her channel before, yada, yada, yada. But they are adamant about the fact that this was a millimeter who came to Stormy's shop. She subsequently went off on the old lady. The old lady filed charges. Stormy got melodramatic on us, went to jail, videotaped it. And then she went to jail. I think she had on like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something in a little video, girl. You that ghetto fabulous where you went to jail in some Gucci Louis Prada? I guess. Anyway, so Stormy was like, yeah, and guess what I was charged with? Harassing communications. Okay, exactly. So basically, some of the people were saying, not necessarily me, that Stormy was trying to take a shot at Mel, like maybe Mel put her up to it because that's what Martell got charged with. That's what he going to jail for. Harassing communications. Anyway, so Mel's sitting there stone face. Mel's sitting there giving... Bitch, I'm trying not to go Scorpio on your dirty dog ass. Like, I'm literally trying to not to curse this bitch out. Anyway, so she was like, well, you need to just let us know what side you stand on and what side you stand on and da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, state where you stand. State where you stand. Mel said, I ain't got to say shit, bitch. I ain't got to say shit, you pig-nosed, dog-face ass bitch. You pink-face ass bitch. Girl, so I was like, what is really going on? Then Destiny, this what really kind of low-key pissed me off. First of all, Destiny, you just was going off on me on Instagram talking about, oh, you wanted to reclaim your seat. Ho, it was tons of seats at that table. It was a long rectangular thing. You didn't have to sit right next to Mel. You could have sat on the other end of the table if that's what you wanted to do. The whole time Mel sitting there stone face, not answering shit Stormy got to talk about, Destiny is all up. Go back and watch the episode. Destiny is all up in Mel motherfucking face. I would have turned around and been like, bitch, what the fuck is you looking at? Bitch, what the fuck is you looking at? I'm talking about if Mel would have coughed, Destiny would have inhaled her carbon dioxide. Like, bitch, why? Is that why you wanted to sit right there so you could be all up in Melody grill? Anyway, so Melody got a lot of flack. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Mel. The girlies are dragging you on this fucking internet saying that Mel needs to denounce the millimeters. That was like the whole thing. Do y'all think that Mel needs to come out and say something? Not even the millimeters, because Black Titanic is not a millimeter. But do y'all think that Mel, just to get the heat off of her, should come to her fans and say, you know what? Did some fucked up shit. If y'all hoes fuck with me, don't be out here acting crazy. Mind you, the millimeters thing came from me too. And I fucks with Mel the long way. She one of my favorite Scorpios. And bitches still, the girlies still go in on me if I say something crazy. But I don't give a fuck about none of that. So I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. This is what I feel. I feel like if this was another person, if this was someone outside of Stormy that this happened to, and Mel knew that it may have been a millimeter, I feel like Mel would have came out and said something like, hey y'all, practice love and peace. God said go. He didn't say go to the warehouse. You know how Mel is. I think she would have put a little sauce on it, but I think she would have came and said something. However, dealing with this bitch, what is y'all talking about? Did y'all forget that Stormy mama been dragging Mel in Facebook groups since the beginning of time? Literally. Did y'all forget that the other content creator who just called Mel and her mama a bitch, that Stormy allegedly was sending him super chats? Literally supporting a man, dogging her and her mama out? I wouldn't say, bitch, I would have been the same way Mel is. Bitch, I ain't standing on shit, bitch. I ain't standing on the motherfucking thing. If I'm standing on anything, I'm standing on you and your mama's necks for talking that shit about me and that content creator when I take y'all ass to court and sue y'all. So I don't understand why y'all think Mel should say something. I could see if it wasn't Stormy. If it wasn't Stormy, if it's like an innocent bystander, she ain't done nothing to Stormy, and she feel like, hey Mel, some of your fans may have harassed me or did some shit. In that instance, I do feel like Mel should have, and I think Mel would have. I don't think Mel is irrational like that. Even when some of the millimeter content creators was getting into it, probably like some months ago or whatever. I don't even think I was posting every day at that time. But Mel came out and said something and was trying to keep down the confusion amongst them. So I don't feel like she's unreasonable with her fans to the fact that she wouldn't say nothing if she feel like somebody was legit done wrong, you know, on her behalf. What I think is, she don't fuck with Stormy, and bitch, your mama been talking that shit about me, and don't think I don't know that you been giving somebody super chats that been talking about me and my mama. So bitch, no, I don't owe you shit. And you ain't getting shit, bitch. You getting dust. Mel better than me, child, because Mel was really sitting there keeping it cute. By her not saying nothing, and I done been there. I'm very much one of those people. My temper is very... my temper is very, very bad. So when I get bad, sometimes I just gotta shut the fuck up. Just, you know, zip it, because anything that comes out is gonna be hot lava. It's gonna be a volcano, and it's not gonna stop. So I understood Mel in that moment shutting up. Mind you, while Mel trying to keep it cool, Stormy like, that's all I need to know. Say less. Mel said, it's been less. Is that what she said? She said, say less. Yeah, and Mel said, it's been less. Like, it's been up. You can tell by that back and forth that they said at the end of that, that's why it's like that. It's not because Mel don't want to take accountability for her fans. First of all, you don't even know if it's one of her fans. And Mel said, you're a multimillionaire. You should have shit in place. You should have had security. You got a big ass warehouse. You ain't had you had cameras, security. You should have had everything. Ain't no reason why you should have been out there trying to knuck if you buck on that old ass lady. Is that how you handle everybody? What if it's somebody who lost and needed directions? Is you go beat that motherfucking ass? What's up? Ghetto ass Stormy from Mississippi? Girl, so in this instance, do I think Mel wrong? Fuck no. Because bitch, it's already up with you. That's the whole premise, child. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Mel need to take accountability for her fans. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You heard Stormy say less, and Mel said it's been less. Bitch, it's been up for you. And you think I ain't taking accountability for shit, bitch. So I'm sorry. Stormy fans, drop down in the comments. Drop some pig nose emojis. Let me know what's up. But keep it cute in the comments because I'm blocking your ass. I'm trying to tell y'all I'm going to block you, bitch. You'll never see my face again. Anyway, child. So then immediately after that, after Mel kind of cooled, you know, well, she ain't cooled down. Mel still stone face over there. She's giving very much Scorpio. Giving very much Scorpio before I set this shit off. So then Tisha asked, how about some no concealer Tisha, child? Oh my Lord. Please get Tisha some concealer so we can have a decent trip. Here go Tisha. Well, since we putting it all out there on the table. Something about black folks and that motherfucking table. All black folks need to stay the fuck away from the table because every time black folks in a family or a group of friends get around that motherfucking table, y'all start telling all deep, dark ass secrets. Somebody running away crying. Somebody talking about, and Aunt Esther stole my $30 when she was fucking with your husband. Black folks. The table is gonna be the death of the black community, child. Anyway, but here go Tisha. So since we putting it all out on the table, Trish, what was that about you sucking Martell dick in the alley? Allegedly. Here go Trish. Girl, fuck Trish. Fuck Trish. She begins to explain, I train men at that house all the time, and I was training him, and he DM'd me. I went to his house. First of all, I know you just ain't out here going to every man's house and training him because they DM you. What type of girl? I know you ain't doing no unsafe shit like that. But I guess. So the reason why they never met at the gym is beyond me. Then Stormy chimes in like, well, since we talking, let's talk about how when I asked you at the gym, me and Destiny was right there and you lied like a motherfucker and said that you didn't. And here go her. Well, I didn't like the way it had came out. Nah, bitch, you weren't gonna say nothing until Martell said something. You were gonna take that lie to the grave because you ain't even tell your man. So it's not like you just didn't want the girlies to look at you a certain way because you ain't even tell your man. You was gonna take that lie to the grave if Martell ain't tell us. Girl, and then I'm Sunny. If y'all go back and look at the episode, and we already know Sunny said this bitch was coming at me hard talking that shit that last episode, and then later on Moses point out that Sunny felt some type of way about Trish chiming in and she don't even know this bitch. So Trish sitting next to her like, I know. If y'all look at the episode, as soon as they started talking about Trish and she found out about Martell, because you know Sunny don't fuck with Martell, Sunny looks over at this bitch like, and they sit next to each other. Sunny lean over like, I know this bald head hoe with this curly ass drawstring ponytail wasn't just trying to go in on me last night. Whole time you sitting on at a table that Mel made. And she invited your new ass to this trip, bitch. And you ain't tell her that you been flirting with her ex-husband and went to her ex-husband's house where her kids be at. And then Sunny was like, oh, so you just lied to make it seem. And she like, yeah, I lied because. Then whole time this happening, her Mel looking stone cold, stone face as ever. Her Destiny all up in Mel shit. Bitch, back the fuck up. That's how I know y'all host was trying to set Mel up. Y'all wanted a reaction from Mel. Y'all figure, hey, Destiny didn't get the reaction that she wanted out of Mel after she claimed that she was teaching the side chick or whatever. Then y'all figure, okay, well, Stormy, you come with your shit about the millimeters. You get, go off on her about the millimeters, or at least try to, bitch. And then if that don't get it, let's bring up this Trish shit. It's giving Tisha, maybe you the agent of chaos. Because you brought all of this mess to the girls trip. Dr. Shanita was right. You was the messiest of them all. And you know how we know? Because when they was in the pool right after this, Kimmy said that she said, I told them, I said it twice, that we shouldn't bring this up. Kimmy didn't want to talk about this at the table. But Tisha made an executive decision, the only executive decision she's able to, to make to bring this shit up. Y'all was trying to ruffle Mel feathers, and guess what? Y'all mad that y'all didn't get the reaction that y'all wanted. Y'all wanted her to either get into it with Stormy, get into it with Destiny, get mad and jealous and go off on Trish, and Mel paid y'all hoes dust. She paid you dust mites dust. And I'm glad she did. I'm glad she ain't getting none of y'all no energy. She was like, I'm glad all of you hoes got that shit off y'all chest and tried to ruffle my feathers, but let's reconvene tomorrow because I'm sick and tired of all of you hoes. Girl, please. Dr. Shanita was trying to take up for her and shit, and Dr. Shanita, they are drag. Why y'all keep saying Dr. Shanita look like a man? Girl, Dr. Shanita is not ugly. I don't know. When I said last episode, remember I was like, well, Dr. Shanita, if Mel trying to be cool with the girls, then, you know, maybe you should calm down. No, the fuck you shouldn't, because these hoes was trying to come at your friend. So, amen that she had Dr. Shanita. Imagine if Mel didn't have Dr. Shanita there. While everybody was like, Mel need her backup. Of course Mel need her backup. Look at all of the hoes coming at her. Of course she needs some backup. It's gang up on Mel. And Mel, in her confession, she was like, the key word is delusional for these hoes. It's blame Mel. It's really giving blame Mel. Do y'all think that Stormy knew that Trish messed with Martell? I saw that in the comments, and I was thinking, like, Stormy didn't really fuck with Mel at the end of last season either. And you and Trish they've been cool for years. So did you already know that Trish was supposedly talking or did something with Martell or something like that? Because as soon as you see them around each other, they still have chemistry. I don't give a fuck about what nobody talking about. And then Martell, we gonna talk about Martell low-key was trying to call this bitch ugly. Girl, I wish a frog-faced Michelangelo looking nigga like Martell would call me ugly. Not if you got a receding hairline. Not if you let your hair grow out for 3 weeks, you gonna look like Homer Simpson. You know Martell ain't got no hair, child. Girl, the audacity of these niggas. Anyway, child, I wanted this story. Tell me, drop down in the comments and tell me, do y'all think Stormy knew that Trish had something going on, allegedly or whatever, with Martell before, and that's why they brought her on the show? Because Carlos Kings, remember, he swore up and down that he didn't know anything about the whole Trish Martell thing. Do I think that's true? Absolutely not. I don't think there is no other reason why he would bring Trish and Ken on the show, because they have no connection to anybody else on the show like that. Because they cool with Stormy them, that's not good enough. That's not a good enough reason to bring that couple on the show, unless he knew the scandal and the backstory with Martell. I guess, child. So anyway, so they end it. Stormy and Trish end up leaving the next day. They claim that they got some kid shit to take care of. She got her daughter dance practice. My whole thing is, don't be fake. Just say, hey, we came here on a mission to get under Mel's skin. The shit didn't work. We aborting the mission and we out. And my whole thing is, was Stormy that mad about this situation and that's why she quit the show? Because she said she quit in April. And remember when the girls trip was happening, that's when Stormy was posting some shit on her little Instagram story. I remember because Sunny posted herself with that boat outfit on, and that's how I knew that Sunny went on the girls trip, because Mel was in the background when Sunny was posting on her Instagram. That was the same time that Stormy was posting shit like, bitches can never stop my shine, or some bullshit. That's when all of the little rumors started. I don't know, y'all. So they went home. Mel gets in the pool with Kimmy and Tisha. Like I said, I do like it was like the core three, like back to the old days. Kind of reminded me of the old days. Mel was like, them hoes ain't stop and say nothing to me before they left. Kimmy said, I thought it was messy as a motherfucker. I told Tisha messy ass not to bring this shit up, but this bitch still did. And Tisha was like, well. Tisha is so messy, child. And we ain't brung up shit about Marcel. Wait till we get to Marceau cheating and you fucking with Martell, homeboy, allegedly. Wait till we get to that part. It's gonna be your turn, Tisha. Remember that. It's gonna be your turn. So I don't want you going in on Melody if Melody asks about some of the shit that Martell said, because right now you all up in Melody shit. Anyway, so she said they knew the rumors about Trisha and shit. And Kimmy said she was more concerned with the flirting outside of just the one thing. Mind you, that is true. Like, cause when they're around each other, she is giggly and flirty. Ken, you worried about Marquez, you need to be worried about Martell, because it's giving. And I told y'all, when Martell was just a few months ago endorsing a little city councilman woman or whoever the fuck it was, guess who was in the likes for the pictures with Martell and his people? And it wasn't no council lady. It was just Martell and the boys. And guess who was in the likes, in the hearts? It was Trisha. If you don't believe me, look at one of my old videos, friend. I told y'all all about it. So I think Trisha still want to give up the hot pocket. I'm with Dr. Shanita. Tisha, I don't know. On one hand, I think Tisha was being a messy, tacky bitch because we know she messy. On another hand, though, I wonder, did Tisha bring it up because she knew about the Tisha thing, the Trisha stuff, and she didn't want Mel sitting at that table not knowing that Trisha allegedly may have fucked with Martell or something? But this my whole thing. If Mel don't want to be bothered with him, what makes you think she want to hear about him? She did the same thing with Sheree. Remember, she brung up, Mel, I don't know if you want to hear this, but we finna talk about Sheree. Bitch, why would you bring that shit up? You don't want nobody talking about your marriage. So why are you always trying to throw Martell and whatever he got going on in Mel's face? And Mel was like, I don't give a fuck. Martell is a hoe. He been a hoe, and that's why I divorced that hoe. That was so cute. I was like, oh God. Exactly. So anyway, we get done with all of that shit. They get on the boat. Stormy and Trish. No, we get on the boat. Dr. Shanita and them talking about Stormy and Trish them leaving. Mel like, these hoes ain't got no manners. When she was talking to Kimmy and them, she was like, she a lying ass bitch. She been lying since I met her. That's how we all feel, Mel. Trish is Dollar Store Trish. That's what the streets calling her, Dollar Store Trish. Girl, you made the worst first impression that I probably ever seen. Like, we like Tiffany more than we like, yeah, y'all could bring Tiffany back if you was gonna give us Trish. Trish ain't got no, first of all, Trish be lying like a motherfucker. Trish got a boyfriend, a husband, and a side nigga, allegedly, in Martell. Then she got ugly wigs, a ugly attitude. Girl, I don't know. Trish gets an F on her test for me. Anyway, on the boat, they talking about the Trish shit, saying they ain't got no manners for telling them they left. I don't know about that though. I don't know, because if I'm Stormy and Trish, I thought we said say less. It's been less. Bitch, I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. I wouldn't have said bye. My bye was me leaving, bitch. I wouldn't have said shit. If I was Stormy, I wouldn't have said shit. If I was Trish, you should have said something, because you a new bitch. Mel did not have to invite you, bitch. And you're the one who sat up in her motherfucking face knowing that you had some sort of dealings with her ex-husband and didn't mention it to her. You should have pulled Mel to the side the first day on the trip and said something, bitch. But you're not a real bitch, so let's move on. Anyway, so Mel and Dr. Shanita and them talking about that shit. Tell me why Destiny, Kenny, and Tisha on the other side of the boat. And they like, poor Trish, poor Trish, poor Trish. Girl, how do y'all, this is why a lot of people don't fuck with the Scotts. And I'm finna tell y'all right now. For them to sit over there talking about poor Trish, fuck Trish. If anything, y'all should be saying poor Mel that she bought this bitch on her motherfucking trip with her. She's a new girl. Even if it is a cash trip that was paid by OWN, I'm sure, as far as like the new girls is concerned, Melody didn't have to invite Trish. Trish is barely she barely a character on the damn show. So the fact that y'all like poor Trish, it should be poor Mel. Y'all have sympathy for everybody except for Mel. And how y'all talking about poor Trish when y'all want to clown Sonny Y'all want to clown Sunny for allegedly violating the girl code, but Trish didn't violate the girl code? It's the hypocrisy for me. It's something about Mel. Yeah, it's not. It's something about Mel. Anyway, so then they all kind of get together. Miss Nell brings up Lucky and Destiny. So apparently Lucky is Lance, girl. Lance wasn't lucky enough to be taller. Y'all know I thought Lance was fine at first until I found out he was about 5'2", 5'3" at the most. Girl, I guess well, but so she brings up Lucky and Destiny. Destiny kind of snickling and giggling, not really saying too much. She said basically though, Neil wasn't here for it when she first heard about it. And Neil was like, yeah, I wasn't, bitch. I didn't want to end up with a whore like you. And then Kimmy kind of chimed in because you know Destiny was allegedly talking to Jalen too. So she like, bitch, I feel the same way as Neil. We didn't want you, you know, giving your cat out to our sons. We don't know if that shit is polluted. We don't know what you got going on with our sons. I told y'all Destiny the son snatcher child. Anyway, so they talk about that. Miss Neal in her confessional said that Lance just got out of a marriage, and allegedly y'all saying that he may still be with his wife, or he got back with his wife and dumped Destiny. Did Destiny get dumped? She didn't even get a chance to bring him on the show as her fake boyfriend. I'm sad. Drop a tear. Anyway, so then then Nell starts asking Sunny about if she had any kids. So then, of course, Destiny feels some type of way. Sunny's talking about her IVF journey. Do y'all think Sunny is pregnant? Do y'all think Sunny pregnant? I can't really tell, because Sunny gives me, like, sometimes I'm chubby, sometimes I'm slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe she bloated, or maybe the IVF work. I don't know. It's like, we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. It's just so many unanswered questions as we watch these episodes. And the fact that we already know that the reunion got filmed is a little strange. But Sunny going live tonight, and she said she was going to expose a whole bunch of shit. I hope this is another good Sunny live. And I wonder who she going to expose. Is she going to expose Trish? I don't think she going to expose Destiny, because Destiny ain't said a word. Destiny ain't said a word. Well, she said a word to me on Instagram, but she ain't said a word about Sunny since Sunny exposed her about being a lying ass bitch. So we gonna see. Tomorrow during my lunch break, y'all know if it's some juicy tea, I'll talk about it. But I don't know. Anyway, so we at the bowl. They talking about the Sunny shit. Destiny still over there feeling some type of way. Next episode, she gonna be at the table in her all white complaining. It's so hard for me to listen to him about gas. Girl, you had 16 years to pop out a baby by this man. Let it go. Anyway, so then they get to the dudes. They doing, what was they doing? Like horseback riding? What was they doing, y'all? I forgot what the fuck they was doing. Anyway, so Moses, Chris Fletcher and Martell pulled Moses over to the side first and foremost, trying to see if he go buy Martell a little raggedy ass house. Martell house was cute. The house was cute, exactly. He ain't got no builder's license. He building underneath another man that him and Melody used to do business with. But that was the gist. Moses was like, hey, we can use this as an investment property or something, but me and her can't live there because this house is small as a motherfucker. That's basically what he was saying. So then they get to all of the dudes. So, you know, all of the dudes are so Maurice Star, Chris Fletcher, Ken, Marceau, Martell, and Moses. Why Marquez can't come? Woo woo! Why y'all ain't let Marquez come? Exactly, girl. I miss Marquez. Anyway, so Marquez wasn't there. But they started talking about the girls trip. Girl, and Maurice like, yeah, it's chaos down there. Da-da-da-da. They had issues about the room and shit. And he was like, mainly because of you. And then point to Moses. And he like, you got both your girls down there. And he like, yup, they know what time it is. And did he say they know what time it is? He said they know what's up. Sunny. Girl, while you clowning Destiny, did you curse I hope you knocked Moses in between the washer and dryer. At the very least. For talking about, yeah, both shaking his head like, yep, them both of my girls there. They know what's up, bitch. I hope that's edited. If not, I would write him the angriest jail letter possible. Cause now I'm going 10 toes down with you against this rockhead hoe. And you over here talking about both of your girls, they know what's up. Anyway, they Chris was joking or whatever, saying he got like a side chick or something. And Moses was like, no, if anybody, the side chick could be Destiny. And then Martell like, I ain't gonna laugh at that. I take friendship very seriously. You know what I hate? I hate when a man say, I take friendship very seriously. Or be like, I'm all about the friendship. Bitch, what about the friendship with your wife? What about the friendship with your girlfriend? You only loyal to other men because first and foremost, you should be most loyal to your best friend. And your best friend always gonna be your woman. I don't know why that don't click in a lot of men's head, but 9 times out of 10, your best friend is the one you sleep with at night. Your wife or your girlfriend go hold you down longer than your homeboys, because half the time your homeboys gonna try to fuck as soon as y'all break up, or it's trying to now, or trying to slick tell you that he cheating on you so you can break up with him. Dudes don't be understanding, but it's all, I'm such a loyal friend. How you loyal to Destiny, but you ain't loyal to Mel, who you been with? Girl, I guess. Anyway, so they talking about Moses and shit. He's saying Destiny will and forever and will always be the side chick. He said he got love for her because he's been knowing her for 16 years. If I see why Destiny feels some type of way. And if Destiny seen these clips, I wouldn't put it past her that maybe she called his PO. Allegedly. I ain't saying she did. Destinators, don't get down in my comments, you and the teabaggers, because I know how y'all be coming. I know how y'all come behind Tisha, child, and Destiny. But I would feel some type of way too. But that's on you. That's not Sonny's fault that you've been talking to this man for 16 years and he still treating you like you just some hoe he was fucking with for 16 years. That's how Moses treating you. That's not us. That's how Moses is treating you, Pooh. I guess. Anyway, so Marceau, no. Okay, so they start talking about the Moses shit. Then they start talking about the Ken and Trish shit. No, Moses pointed out, though, he was like, yeah, my wife said that they was coming at her about this shit. And specifically, one of the wives who don't even know her. And he was like, yo, wife, and pointed to Ken. First of all, that's not Ken's wife because she won't divorce her ex-husband, Moses. I just wanted to tell you that. But Sonny said that, too. So, Trish, Sonny, she feels some type of way about you, bitch, because you don't know her. First of all, you're hypocritical because you a messy, tacky bitch, too. And you trying to come at Sonny hard. She don't know you from a can of paint. She feels some type of way. She talked about it in that live. And apparently, while she was on this trip, she called Moses to tell him, I'm about to knock this pineapple head bitch. I'm about to knock this pineapple head bitch out. But I don't know, Sonny. Trish is buff. She buff now. I don't know if you can take her, Sonny, but I understand. Girl, anyway. So then they started talking about the Trish and Martell shit. Marceau brung it up, being messy. This is why the 20 girlfriends came out. This is how it all started with the 20 girlfriends, Mel trying to ruin her marriage, all that. No, it all starts because Marceau be trying to be messy, being in Martell business, knowing Martell know all of your secrets, and shit keep piling up and he explode on your ass. So Marceau was being messy, talking about, yeah, Martell using her DMs. Did she train you? Martell was like, hell no, she ain't train me. Like, a bitch will never train me. That's what he wanted to say. You know Martell a chauvinist. So basically he said the same thing Trish said. She came over, which, why did she come over? She never trained me. We just chilled out, watched movies and stuff. Trish, you were saying like you went over there to train him. You didn't say y'all was on no personal shit. And then Martell gonna say she wasn't as bad as she is now. Ken, you a punk ass nigga. Cause you should have been like, nigga, what you mean? What you mean? Basically, Martell was trying to say, I DM this bitch just like any other bitch I DM. She came over, she looked like a booger wolf, and I wasn't trying to fuck with the booger wolf, and she left. Do y'all still think Martell hit Trish? I don't know. I think that they both lie so much, we'll never know. Unless we see the footage in HD of Martell, you know, and Trish with a, you know, crazy wig on, then we'll never know. That's a dead case. A cold case, that's what they call it. So, what else happened? So Marceau is trolling Martell about it. Ken like, well, man, that's old news. You know what I'm saying? It's my turn now. I was like, what? Did y'all hear when Ken said that? He was like, it's old news now. Talking about Ken and Trish. He was like, it's my turn now. I don't like when dudes say my turn now. Bitch, this ain't no merry-go-round. I ain't ring around a rosy coochie. Talking about this my turn now. I ain't like that. Anyway, so then they started talking about Marquez. And then here go Ken. Ken didn't have too much to say to Martell. But when Marceau mentioned Marquez, he like, yeah, that's what I want to hear. What was y'all talking about? You giving obsessed with Marquez, low-key. You got the bitch. Why are you obsessed? I guess so. Marceau is talking about how, yeah, I didn't really think he was married at first because I used to work with him. And then Marceau started saying, yeah, he was telling me I left my wife and I didn't leave my kids. And I'm like, Marceau saying, he was like, and I'm telling him, no, it don't work like that. You left your wife, you left your kids for dead out on the streets, and somebody else came along. So you can't get mad when somebody came along and take your spot, because once you leave your wife, you essentially leaving your family. Martell, that was for you, baby. It came out in a conversation about Ken and Trish them, but that was the Lord touching your soul. That was literally, you know how a point hit like a bullet to the chest? That was a bullet to the chest for Martell. Because literally that's what happened, and that's why you in a tizzy now. I don't know why men feel like, oh, I can leave my wife. You're leaving your family. If you leave your wife and you don't wake up in that house with them kids every day, you left your family, baby. I'm sorry. That's just the way things go. Anyway, girl, so then Ken gonna chime in and say, yeah, I think people don't understand, but because I've dealt with a married woman before. Come on, say y'all. We was all looking like, what? Say what now, Kenneth? Say what now, black ass Ken? I can't stand Ken, y'all. But his sneaky ass, no wonder. I told y'all when I was trying to look for some shit about Ken deleted all of his prior social medias, all of his pages, everything. Like, this man probably made a whole new email address. Ken is sneaky. So which one of your exes was already married? Was your last ex that you left for Trish with a daughter that you took on, was that the one that was always married? Or are you the type to go? And that gives creepy vibes. Why are you going after married women? Do you go after married women with kids? Girl, I don't know. What I do know is I don't like Ken. Anyway, and then Maurice chimes in and was like, I guess the real thing is if y'all so deep in love and shit, then why is she still married? Y'all know these sassy ass men in Huntsville gonna give you some tea for your ass. One thing the Huntsville men gonna do is give you some sassy ass tea. Exactly. And Maurice was like, first of all, Marceau was like, girl, because if you leave your family, you leave everybody, Martell. And then Maurice said, yes, Ken. Yes, Ken, motherfucker. She don't love you that much because she's still married to that nigga. Sidebar. Notice Chris Fletcher motherfucking ass and didn't say too much this scene. Courtney was there, but Courtney left early. You could tell Courtney don't give a fuck about them. Courtney probably happy that Stormy quit the show, because you could tell he don't like really hanging around none of these niggas. He ain't with the reality TV shit, and he ain't here for the drama. Let's talk about Chris Fletcher. Remember I kept saying I think Chris Fletcher is the captain of the Huntsville Creep Squad? While they was talking about Martell and the whole Trisha thing, Remember, he kept saying he slid in her DMs. But at the beginning of the story, he was talking about how somebody told him about Trish. Remember on that Messy Monday episode with Trish and Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly? Carlos King said one of the male cast members introduced or, brought up Trisha to him. And that's how Martell in turn DM'd her. And that set the ball rolling for the whole Martell and Trish thing. Martell didn't just say, oh, this a fine bitch on Instagram and I'm a DM her. One of the male cast members did that. Dr. Heavenly said it was Marceau. Carlos King said it wasn't Marceau, but they gonna talk about it later in the episode. And she said it was messy. Trish said, she said it was messy, which bitch, you went along with the messy shit. But she said it was messy because of that cast member's relationship with the Holtz. Courtney don't have no relationship with the Holtz. He cool with Martell now, but the Holtz as in that old marriage. The only people outside of the Scotts that have a relationship with the Holtz on the television show is they marriage counselors, Chris Fletcher and Nell Fletcher. Child, if we find out that Chris Fletcher, your dirty dog ass, set Martell up as soon as him and Mel got divorced, or they were separated at the time, they wasn't even divorced. How you they marriage counselor? And as soon as they get separated, you allegedly try to put him on Trish. It's a reason why Chris Fletcher ain't cursed Martell out. All of the disrespectful shit he did to Miss Nell, including this last shit with allegedly setting her up with the coleslaw shit. Do y'all think that Chris Fletcher is the one who tried to set Martell up with Trish? If so, he's a trifling motherfucker, and I hope Mel go off on both of them. Anyway, that's it, y'all. That's what happened on the episode. Tell me if y'all like this episode. I cannot believe that we got a whole nother episode with this shit. The ladies look cute though at the table with they white. Destiny gonna be complaining about being the side chick from hell. How do y'all feel about them ganging up on Mel? To me, this is a slap in the face. If Mel produced this girls trip and brought the idea to Carlos King about the girls trip, and then the producers decided to bring all of this drama to try to get a rise out of Mel, it's giving y'all know she the star of the show. While Carlos King talking about, this is the most epic girls trip in history. You was wishing that Mel was gonna take it there with the girlies. But she didn't. She paid y'all dirty assholes dust. Tell me if y'all think that Mel needs to announce the millimeters and all of that other stuff. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all like and make sure y'all subscribe. This week, I'm going to do a members only live. In my members only, I'll talk about Bell Collective. Friday, I called myself being a good patron. I said, you know what, on the weekends, on Fridays, I'm going to review Bell Collective. On Saturdays, I'm going to review Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to do it for y'all because we in a relationship. Mind you, like I said, I had some personal stuff going on this weekend, which may have contributed to it. But I get up Saturday morning. I'm barely alive. And I see all of these motherfucking comments because people had so much to say. Mind you, my Bell Collective review for last week gets the least views out of everything I done talked about. The least amount of views. So I get up and it's all of these comments. Mind you, I talk a lot of shit about these dog assholes, but I'm very respectful in my comments. Y'all can tell, if you go through any of my videos, you can see I never get into it with people in my comments because I'm gonna block your ass. I'm never exerting no negative energy in my comments because first of all, if you got something to say and you feel that way, you should go and watch somebody else. That's exactly what you should do, bitch. Because I'm not gonna clap back. I'm not gonna repost your shit. I'm not gonna wait until a whole bunch of people comment and y'all going back and forth in the comments. That's not what we doing over here. It's plenty of channels to do that, bitch. We laughing and snickling and giggling. Now, don't get it twisted. You can come in my comments. You can disagree with what I say. State your opinion. If I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. Friend, no, this is what happened. So and so. I am not that unhinged where I won't get it. But don't ever come in my comments trying to get cute and sassy. Don't ever, like, girl, you didn't. let me make sure you never have to listen to me again, bitch. And I ain't gonna tell you to unsubscribe. Mind you, I read all of my comments. I might not have a chance to reply to all of them, but I read every last one of them. In our studio, in a person's studio, in your YouTube studio, they see every last comment. So I look at every last comment. I'm gonna delete your comment. I'm just gonna block you. I'm not gonna tell you to unsubscribe because I don't want you to be able to come back and subscribe again. I want to put you out your misery. That's just the time. And I'm like that in my real life. I'm Blockiana. I'm sorry. It's not that serious for me, poo-poo. But when I woke up, I was still half tipsy and shit. And I was replying to a few of the girlies, and I blocked a few of the girlies. But then somebody wrote a long ass paragraph. Girl, when I tell you, I was like, let me just delete this video. Sayonara Bell Collective. If you join my membership, I'll talk about my membership in Bell Collective. But ain't no way I didn't work all week. And I'm going to get upset to Saturday morning to a girl talk about something. And this is your problem, bitch. Let me solve your problem. So if I didn't get a chance to block you, feel free to comment on this video, bitch, so I can block your ass. Anybody else, make sure y'all comment, subscribe, like this video. We can continue to snickle and giggle in the comments. Exactly. And like I said, you can have a difference of opinion. You could be a teabagger. You could be whoever you want to be. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite girlies who be DMing me on Instagram, she is a teabagger. She a Tisha fan to the heart and quick to say some shit. But don't come at me disrespectful because I never curse y'all out in the comments. So extend that same respect to me. Okay, cool. Okay. Anyway, any of my members too, please drop down in the comments. Tell me what y'all want to talk about on this subscribers only live. I'm going to try to do it tonight, or maybe I'll do it first thing in the morning. Because I need to tell y'all about all the shit that happened to me this weekend. I had a long weekend for you. Oh my God. And then maybe we can talk about the Bell Collective shit and some other shit that I want to talk about this cash trip and Chris Fletcher ass. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.